Let's most definitely double up welcoming you to the show once more again. The name is Upiwe Amanda Wagwadziba, and that is Lady P to you. And as I did mention, it's not just any Wednesday, but yay, cool. Like a Woman Crush Wednesday. We are definitely crushing on La Sisi that is on the other side of town, looking gorgeous as ever. Hi, we love it. And also not just gorgeous, guys. When they say brains and beauty, that's what we're definitely talking about. Sis Vuyelwa is out here doing the things to be done. Women's Month, I definitely had to have her in studio. Besingenawuvele sithi iphelile le nyanga yamanina singancokolanga naye. Ladies and gentlemen, bangaba ke awuyazi bangaba ke sithetha nabantu, quickly go on to Google, just Google her name and her surname. Yonke iprofile yakhe iza kuvelela pha ubone bangaba ke what is she doing. How are you doing today?
I'm good, and Gossipy.
I am very well, thank you. Do understand, bangaba ke you're not 100% well, but I'm just happy that you are here.
Thank you so much.
First things first, could you kindly introduce yourself to us?
Okay, thank you so much for the compliment. It feels great when someone who's beautiful, who speaks so well, says I'm also beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Before you is VUYELWA NQWENISO, a lady that was raised, born Mdantsane, who studied at a local university, a Forte, also at UJ, and then currently employed in the province, who has a vision for the province, who has a vision for herself, as well as the women in the province. So, in summary, I'm just a simple girl who has big dreams.
Who has big dreams? Oh, I love that. Now, my favorite part. Mm-hmm. Could you kindly take us through your journey with what fueled up NOBUHLE naturally?
Thank you so much. NOBUHLE naturally is a baby of mine, right? Which I registered in 2019 officially as a company. But the birth of NOBUHLE naturally was back when I was in varsity. Growing up, I always had skin problems, right? I would break out, I would have acne, sensitive skin. I would get a breakout on my whole body, even as Bala, and I'd find that there is literally nothing that can help me out there except for allergy medicines, So with time, I got to think in Dokokbana, what can I do for myself that will help me through as problems, And then I started to explore options out there, because you do your normal, you use your aqua cream, you use your pure soap. But as a person who likes to look pretty and smell good and use these luxury products, that wasn't enough for me, So that's where my curiosity started. I was still in high school, but I couldn't do much about it at high school. But then when I got to varsity, I got the opportunity to explore, I would speak to people who have similar problems, and then they would tell me, oh, okay, now I used to use this, mix it with this, and then the outcome would be like this. Some would stop getting sensitive immediately as I started to use certain remedies. So at varsity, I started to explore those. I started to mix and I noticed that my skin is actually getting better. And it was healing most of the time with the products as the natural based, your raw products, as in chemicals are cool. So that's where my passion started. And then I've always been a person who likes business, growing up in a family where Bekutengi saw almost everything that you can find out there. So that also fueled the entrepreneur side in me, I started doing nails at a university. I had a lot of clients, and then a person would come to me and say, I'm so sensitive. Can you not use indoor lotion for my hands? Can you use something that's unfragranced? And I'd be like, okay, but can you try this one? Because this is what I use on my skin. It started so small. I would be doing your nails, but then you'd be telling me not to use the lotion that I have for your skin. And then I would use the one that I use for myself instead of the business. And then I noticed that people liked it. Then the story proceeded, and then I got out of varsity. I did my research. Now it was intense. I did my research. I started to look, where can I study? Where can I go to just to empower myself on this sector now? And then NOBUHLE came into reality. I was supposed to have products ready in 2020. But unfortunately, as we all know,
COVID.
what happened, COVID. But also it was a light bulb moment, because for me, I was like, okay, fine. This is not for me a stumbling block. It only means that I should step up. What else can I do? As a person who liked e-cosmetics, I liked fragrances as well. So I incorporated that into the vision, NOBUHLE, hence the birth of Ula's Sense.
Yes.
Yenake was born in 2021, I started to explore fragrances. I started to manufacture fragrances, and now I sell fragrances as well as the cosmetics.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I want to find out about an individual like me who keeps on having these breakouts. There's always okay, no more chocolate because it doesn't even take me even 10 minutes for me to have this one breakout that will come out after taking chocolate. And you find there are times where it's that time of the month and you're craving chocolate. It's just like, okay, but the moment I have something sweet, especially chocolate, one will pop. And again, I've even realized I get so irritated with that one that I want to pop it and then I get this breakout. What can a person like me or ne acne scars use from the products that you have?
Okay. From my products, I do have a mask which is called kaolin clay. When it comes to kaolin clay, you apply it on the skin, you let it sit. It's a clay mask. You apply it on the skin, it absorbs the toxins. When you have a pimple like a breakout,
yes,
some people would say go for toothpaste because they believe that the menthol good toothpaste is going to absorb that moisture in a because you're not supposed to squeeze it. Because as you squeeze it, you're spreading the bacteria around your face. So kaolin clay is a better solution than toothpaste because toothpaste is for your teeth, not for your face. Now with kaolin clay, it goes directly into the pimple, gets inside it, dries it up. It sucks up all those things that are inside, filling up the pimple. And then you'll find that your pimple is drying up. It becomes smaller and smaller up until it disappears on your skin. So for people who have breakouts, I always recommend that you do a kaolin clay routine. You cleanse with your cleanser. Unfortunately, we do not have a cleanser as an offering currently on Black Sense, on the beauty bar range. We don't have for the face. So you use your own cleanser, you use your own moisturizer after a kaolin clay. And then you can do that routine probably 2 or 3 times in a month because you don't want to detox your skin too much because it will tend to over dry, So from my range, I would recommend that. But also, I like to tell people this because the skin settle does not behave in the same manner. There are so many things that influence the way skin settles behave on a corner. For instance, the environment outside. Always wear your sunblock. This sunblock thing is not a trend. It's not something that you are told because people want to sell. It's actually something that we should be doing on a daily basis, be it you are black or white. Sun rays in Africa, they're quite strong. So wear sunblock, cleanse your skin, exfoliate at least twice a week. And then when it comes to your diet, watch what you eat. For instance, you already know that when I have a chocolate, a pimple pops up. So how about you look for dark chocolate instead of your normal dairy product? Because when it comes to normal chocolate and dairy products, some people react to the actual dairy. And then when it comes to dark chocolate, it behaves a bit different because the dairy content in it is not as high, So you must know what you're putting into your body and detox as much as you can. So with Black Sense, I have the kaolin clay offering.
I'm definitely getting it. I, for one, am definitely going to get it. Now, let's talk about the store that has recently opened here in Vincent in the Eastern Cape. Since this doesn't say, Women's Month. Hey. Tell me about the excitement that went through the moment that the business started.
It's been a beautiful journey. That's all I can say. From the moment I got my keys and we got the confirmation that, listen,
it's yours.
This shop is yours. Do what you want with it. I was excited because when you have a vision for yourself, you don't want to just keep it to yourself. You want to share it with people, And I was like, oh my word, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? Because the vision is so big. But I was like, you know what? We'll take baby steps. Then I opened a shop. I got someone to work there. I got my products there. For me, it almost felt like it was enough, you know. But knowing that there are people who are supposed to be using the products, who are supposed to be buying there, I want to continue producing more and more and more of everything. And for me, it happened at such a great time because it's August, it's Women's Month.
Yes.
You know, percentage of women in business in South Africa already is very low, you know. So for me, it still feels unreal. It's a big milestone for me.
Yo,
And
that's
it
amazing.
happened at a great time, you know.
I kept on seeing the pictures on social media just circulating, and I was just like, it's a woman, guys. It's a woman. It's a woman for me. Yo, it was
And this is how it's
amazing.
done.
Yes. Now, as an
Yeah.
entrepreneur, as well as being a female within the beauty as well as the cosmetic industry, what are
Yeah.
some of the challenges you have faced?
Okay. Okay. Let me put it like this. At the moment, as a manufacturer, I'm doing everything myself.
Yeah.
So from getting the raw products to production to actually filling the bottles, packaging, labeling, everything,
Hey.
I'm doing it myself. I am operating from home.
Mm,
I don't have space. It's not so easy to get space.
mm, mm,
One of my biggest challenges is that I've approached 3 places
mm.
because they do not share the vision that I have. They do not see the vision I have for the business. Unfortunately, I did not get the manufacturing space because I was very specific that I want manufacturing space. So that is one of my biggest challenges, you know, because when you are producing cosmetics, you need a very clean space.
Yes.
Because you avoid bacteria, you avoid as many things that are there as you can, you know. So for me, getting space is one of the challenges that I faced. 2, as you are a person who's producing from home, you employ people on a temporal basis. Now, you get to get those people come into your personal space all the time. And unfortunately, we're not hygienic in the same manner, you know?
Yes.
So another thing that I identified is that the type of people that we get to employ sometimes, they're not so reliable. They're not reliable. They do not share your vision because you tell a person, hey, ndicela kube kanti xa ufika, you are dressed in this manner.
Yeke.
Ndicela xa ufika, this is how you conduct yourself. And then a person will look at you and be like, hey, you must think that you are the biggest scientist to ever exist, you know? Whereas when you are only putting those rules out there so that you protect the brand that you are producing, you know? You protect the actual product. So for me, those are the 2. When it comes to staffing and it comes to production space, those are my challenges, big time.
Yeah. And guys, sizabane cheeky.
You know?
Oh, we see. Oh, you're scientists. And it makes so much sense. Social media. Where can one find you?
Okay, on Facebook, I'm very available NOBUHLE naturally because it's the umbrella company.
Yes.
So Ulax sense in those like under NOBUHLE naturally.
Oh, beautiful.
So I am still using NOBUHLE naturally on Facebook, but then on Instagram, it's NOBUHLE. Sorry, it's Laxsense _ Lax_sense _ by _ NOBUHLE.
They should just search. They will definitely find it. This Women's Month, there's so many things happening. And in fact, before we talk about that, there's an event that you will be a speaker, Goya. Please tell us about it.
Okay, it's such a beautiful event.
Yo.
I got invited to. It's a women's lunch on and social. Let me put it like that. By SAB.
Beautiful.
It is an event that gives back because we're going to be inviting women from different communities around Eastern Cape as well, besides the ones that are going to be buying the tickets. You know? So in that event, we want to inspire, we want to motivate people to believe more in themselves, to say, hey, you are a woman in this area. You can do it.
Okay.
Your vision is not too small. Go for it, you know? So that is the message that we are trying to spread as much as we can. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how big your vision you think it is. As long as you have that vision, it is yours. own it, and believe in it, and execute it.
Execute
So
it,
we want to
yes.
share that vision. We want to share that moment with almost every woman that is around our community, every woman representing each and every community within the East London area. So it's a beautiful event. I'm looking forward to it.
Are men invited or is it strictly females?
Men are definitely invited. Men are definitely invited. It's not closed to just women, just that we are riding on the boat of Women's Month.
Yes.
Hence, we are continuing on and on saying women this, women that, women's lunch on and whatnot. We are riding on that boat, but men are invited. There's a lot of men already who have given a lot of effort into the success of the event as it is. So in conjunction with a random act of kindness. So
A-Rock, we see you.
You can imagine with A-Rock, there is no way that you can exclude the men there because they will want to be there,
Hands on.
Hands on. We're giving back to the community, so we cannot say we are just excluding them. They are part of the community as well.
Yo, I love this. Yeah. Cannot wait for the event. Now, still continuing with Women's Month, as much as it has been the longest Women's Month in history, I do believe. Good darling, August. It's August, it's Women's Month. What's your personal message on the event?
I believe I'm a simple lady. So my message also will be simple. Go for it. Go for it. Believe in yourself, constantly reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not sure lo simple 1K is complicated in other people's ears, but in my ears, it sounds quite simple and straightforward. Your vision is never too big, so go for it.
Go for it.
Constantly reinvent yourself. Don't get too comfortable. So that is my message.
Don't get too comfortable.
Yes.
Yes, le nto kuthiwa yi-comfort zone. Zole. Relax.
Which is science one.
Which is science one.
You must never.
Don't do it.
You must never.
Go for it.
Push yourself.
Push.
Go for your dreams and see what happens.
I wish all the girls, I wish you could go to all these schools, especially at Piemonte, because ingaske sisiphathe ne-amplifier, it's bayazi bekhula from a young age, especially I think once you're in grade 8 going for matric, that's when we need osisaba njengawe to come and motivate us. Trust me, gebe baninzi ngoku abathi nam I followed this is real. If only we could. Yes.
You know what I think might be a challenge? It's not that the young ladies or men do not see the role models. They see them, they are there. Nati, we do at least take the first step, which is go there and
yes.
But now we must all realize that it doesn't start and end there. You go to one school, we are theta, and then you are gone the following day. But when you take someone and put them under your wing, under a mentorship, then you are going to be making a difference in that person's life. Because now, not only are they going to be motivated by what you are saying, but they will also see actions in tune. It will be aligned, If only we can take it up on ourselves, mentor someone. Find at least 1 or 2 girls that you can say they are under my mentorship. It doesn't have to be a constant thing, like every month you are seeing them, but constant communication with them. Hello, how's school?
Yes.
How were your exams? Did you write well? Okay, if that was a challenge for you in maths, for you to get better marks, and you get to, when we speak to these ladies, young ladies, that is, Base High School, you'll find that perception yabo is not as broad as ours. Of course, we are older. So now, in terms of careers, they don't really know there are other opportunities out there. Hence, there was always that initiative to take a girl child to work, because it was an opportunity for all of us to show it to them that these are the other opportunities that are there for you as young females and males, So under that, it was being, in a way, introducing both of us into a mentorship, mentor someone closely, We are going because I had a good mentor now. I had a good mentor who I felt as though, in fact, now I would, every person in Konda in Tokobana, I like you. You are my
Okay.
mentor. Dim Sundays, you know, Dim Kazelba, you are my mentor. Because there is something I want to learn from that person, you know. I would make sure that in the behavior, I study how you do things. And I like it so much that I'm learning from it. So that's something we should also do. Mentor someone, have someone close to you that you're saying. It doesn't even have to be a girl if you're a female. It doesn't even have to
be a boy child.
if you are a male. You can take even a boy child and say you're putting them under a mentorship. And then you are advising them, you are telling them what you think would work out best so that they can reach their full potential.
Start a motivational speaker even with Tony. We've got to put Sunday so flash like all the way. I'm not so sure we'll pick ngoku kodwa ke uthi bangabeke please Lady P mabeze nase Cape Town silinde ngomonde if males are invited kwi-event. Oh hayi ke kuthiwa ke
Nice.
nasekapa ke bethuna mayingaphelela apha kuthi ephondweni mayigqithe. Definitely, it's noted. It's noted. Ebebulisile ke nobulisa esithi ke Lady P molweni bulise ke no Madam V. Oh, thank you, Budisa Bulisa. Thank you so much. As we're closing it, what are your last words?
My last words. Guys, the journey of entrepreneurship is not an easy one. But it needs someone who's eager. It needs someone who's driven. It needs someone who's motivated every day. It doesn't mean that you're not going to fall. You might fall. You must fall. But what is important is that you dust yourself up and get up again.
Yes.
And go for it. Not go for it in the 7 you know, because it will motivate you when you are at your lowest. It will motivate you when you are achieving the biggest dreams that you've ever had for yourself. The journey is not easy, but still go for it. Obtain as much information as you can from those who have done it before.
Hey, Neville. Go for it. That's exactly what we are going to be doing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take it will be 10-15, but like I said, when the conversation is flowing, thank you so much. On that note, it's definitely do